And good, is it still, yeah, it's still morning. Good morning here from a wonderful Klerksdorp. The sun has come out. Looks like it's going to be a warm day. I saw all the players putting on sunscreen during the trial ends. On this next match, we have Port Natal playing Ekurhuleni. And we're joined in commentary again by the legend himself, Bobby Donnelly. Nice to have you here with us, Bobby.
Thank you, Jock. It's turning out to be a beautiful day today. There's no wind. It's quite overcast weather this morning, but the sun is breaking through now and it's becoming incredibly hot. And you can see the players are taking a lot of strain at the moment. They played 3 full games yesterday. It's their second game today, so the concentration levels need to be tested. On the green, we do have 2 talented sides, Port Natal playing Ekurhuleni. At this stage, Ekurhuleni are lying third in the section with 11 points. And Port Natal have been disappointing so far, but it's a very talented side. They are 2.5 points behind Ekurhuleni with 8.5 points. They're lying 8th in the log at the moment, but there's only 1 or 2 points separating them from a team who's 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
5 games.
1-0. Yeah, lots of action still.
Expect Port Natal to do a little bit better. They had a disappointing day yesterday, but sometimes it takes a while to adapt to inland greens. So I'm sure they will do a lot better today.
Yeah, and it looks like Port Natal picked up on that first end. We haven't seen a score update from on the scoreboard yet, so we'll just wait for them to update that. But they have control of the mat.
We've got from Port Natal, we've got one of the twin brothers, Keegan Baristuni, 22-year-old, who plays out of Stella Park. He's been around in the advanced skills training program in South Africa for quite a while now, and he's got great ambitions in his bowls career. And lovely young chap, him and his brother, twin brother Jared, who's playing in the other Port Natal side. Playing third for them is Hammond. Jonathan Hammond, likes to be called Jono. Second is Bradley. Bradley Claessens, and we'll refer to him from now on as Battles. He likes to be called Battles. And the lead for Port Natal is Yolandi Victor, but her nickname is Candy, so we'll call her Candy from now on. And great opener there from Candy. 2 bowls just about a metre through, which is always very, Skip will be content with that, with those openers. The lead for
Ekurhuleni
is Zuzu Waters, that's her nickname, Zuzu. Her name is Zune. She was born into a bowls family with her father, Sean Waters, playing at a high level, district level. So she's following in the steps there as well.
Yeah, second we have Isabel Bosman. Okay, so you could really indicating that they are holding. So it's Isabel Bosman here. She's playing with.
Referred to as Bella. I'll give you a few updates on some of the players' background and their history and how they started to play bowls. Some of them have got very interesting backgrounds and a wide variety of talents that we've got displayed across the green. We've got singers, we've got piano players, we've got tug-of-war experts, we've got plumbers. So you can make your own concert tonight.
Ah. And then you can have a tug-of-war beforehand.
Certainly. The previous game we had 2 SA tug-of-war championships. One guy was about 5'7" and weighs about 60 kilograms, and the other guy was about 6'4" and weighed 120 kilograms. So I don't think there would be any contest between those two. But KP or Amant did mention to us that they are in different age groups. So
they're in weight classes.
So they do pull in weight classes. So it's news to me. I didn't realize they have weight classes in tug of war as well.
Yeah, apparently I think you have to be under a certain weight for your team of 5 or 6. So sometimes you put a lighter guy in to compensate for the bigger guys at the back. So I can just imagine little Chihuahua running at the front, being pulled by the wire with the big guys at the back to balance it out. Yeah.
So Jonathan Ahmed just delivered his bowl. Playing with a nice colourful green and gold bowl. Must have aspirations to play for the green and gold one day with those colours.
Yeah, I think most of these players in the under 30 group has that aspiration. They're still young, many years to continue. Unfortunately, there's only so many spots in the top teams.
It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and also a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah, unfortunately, what we tend to forget, we have just under 25,000 bowlers and only spot for a team of 6 or 7 per gender.
John is very close to this one. He's looking for the jack.
And he's got the pink ball.
The pink ball out, so made a couple.
Still holding.
Gee, that Port Natal have got today. They've obviously had a good team talk last night, but speared on by Keegan. Keegan is very enthusiastic about the game of bowls, always asking questions and seeking advice where he can.
For those watching, you might have noticed that all 3 ladies that have been bowling from Ekurhuleni currently are left-handers. Quite an interesting combination to see so many left-handers in one side. And we know how good some left-handers are in the game of bowls. If we think about Jerry Baker and Bradley Robinson.
Yeah, certainly. Somehow a left-hander just looks more elegant, doesn't it? When they living in bowl, same as a left-handed quick batsman.
Yeah.
They just look a little bit as they've got more time and a lot more elegant than right-handed. Jared is likely to another. It's running through about a metre. You need to pound the line on that hand. It takes a bit of getting used to.
Yeah, and the greens will be changing as the sun comes out.
But you can really see the green is speeding up. Probably running at about 13 or 14 seconds now. There's a great draw there. Ella's on. We call her Ella. Well done, Ella. Draw number 1. Keegan is stalking his ball.
He looks interested.
I think he's got it.
Yes, he's got it, yeah. Well, I think he might just run still through. It looks, yeah, still holding for Ekurhuleni. So, that's a very wrong thing to say. Is don't touch the jack, because normally what happens.
Yeah, that's a negative call.
Yeah.
Something bowlers need to learn is rather say what you want to do than not what you don't want to do, because our brains don't understand the negative connotation. And she's done it. And she's good too. Yeah, it's 2 to Ekurhuleni. They're looking at the third one as well, but I don't think it. And they're asking for a measure just in case.
Important, I'll pick up a single on the first hit, and this is the second hit of the game. It's 2 in a measure. Unfortunately, Keegan's last ball he didn't stay with when he found the ball. He overplayed it a little bit.
So it's just a 2?
Well, for
2
2 ends,
Ekurhuleni.
he had 2 shots and Port Natal 1. What's been quite interesting this whole weekend, Jacques, is we've seen the Battle of Leeds. We've seen some excellent display from Leeds in most of the games that have been live streamed.
Yeah,
Basically, the lead outbowls the other lead wins the game.
Yeah, no, we saw that in all the matches when the lead was in control. His team did perform well. If we look at even that match we had yesterday of Nibo, as soon as the leads came to the party, so the skip kept them in the game, and as his leads came into their form, they started opening up a gap.
Yeah, we saw a big turnabout. There's been a lot of turnabouts in some of the games. This morning, Bowl Scouting North, that's Brendan Ferns, we're playing against JBA. And skip by Nicole Erasmus. And BGN were 5 shots down playing the last head. And BGN picked up a 5 to peel the game 13 all, 2.5 points each. So that was a big turnabout. And Bordeaux, one of the favoured sides as well, also went down. So that's opened up that section tremendously. There's a lot of sides who are still in contention.
Yeah, no, we'll have a look at all the sections in a moment or two. I'll see, maybe I can give us that we can show that on the screen as well.
It's a good opener there by Zize. Candy's on the mat. Also got a nice follow through on her delivery. It's very steady on the mat. A little touch fortunate there by finding the bowl. Zizu just delivered her second bowl. Mentions Matthews Perry as somebody that she really looks up to in bowls. And Matthews has taught her quite a lot about the game. And he plays mixed pairs with Matthews. And her ambition one day is to win the Ekurhuleni mixed pairs, to go represent Ekurhuleni in the South African mixed pairs. So that's a realistic objective.
It's important that you, especially at the start of the bowl season for many players, after all the AGMs and everything, and most of the season starting, you set yourself realistic goals for the year ahead. Have your short-term goals and your long-term goals. And yeah, playing the mixed pairs is a wonderful experience. You've been there quite a few times. Also had and you know how important that tournament is. It's one of those ones where you automatically progress if you can win your district one.
Certainly. And the mixed pairs rated amongst the players is normally the most enjoyable week of bowls that you can have. There's a few divorces that come rise after that week, but generally the combinations are very good and compatible. That's why they won their district mixed pairs.
Yeah, and we've also seen many players that do well at the mixed pairs move on to a higher glory. It just gives them that kickstart in their career.
Sure, I think it's basically confidence. You know that you can compete at that level. So if the players have a lot of confidence. Bradley Carsons has just drawn 2 great bowls there. Very, very steady. Bradley is very serious. He's 29 years old now, and he's been playing bowls for only 6 years. He seems to really have settled in his little second position. He started playing bowls when his grandmother used to play bowls on a Friday morning, and they used to follow her during school holidays to go play with her. So most of these players have started the game through parents or grandparents, friends that have started playing. And most of them say that the first game that they played, they became totally hooked.
Yeah, I know. For me, that was the case as well. It's all about seeing that first ball turn and seeing the bias working, and it ends up at the jack. it's a special magic feeling, and you feel that you can conquer the world.
On the mat now we had Jonathan Hammond. I see his teammates called him Jono. And he's drawing another shot there. Like we said, it's very easy once they're to set up to draw another shot. So well done there to Jono. Jono is 30 years old now, so this will be his last tournament at this age level. So hopefully it's a good one for him. And again, Jono also enjoys riding motorbikes. So there's quite a few of these under 30s that enjoy motorcycling and motocross, motorbikes. He probably just overplayed that one, Jono, but he's holding quite a few shots. He could be holding 3 at the moment. So Ella or Ella needs just quite a lot to do this end to try and save. I think she's 3 shots down, 2 shots up in the game, so she wouldn't like to give away a 3 now at this stage.
It's important that you get this first set. Don't give away too much. It looks on a good line.
We've seen so many times on that forehand, it just doesn't seem to bend at all. So if Keegan can draw just basically in front of the jack, he will distract Ella. He's got awesome delivery, Keegan. Very good weight, already fraction of extra line and extra grass. I think then rather than playing with weight, I think it's just a draw inside there to try and nestle one of those balls.
Yeah.
Certainly has played with a bit of weight again.
Looks like she's gone a bit wider as well.
Gone too wide. So there's an opportunity now for Keegan to draw a bonus. Those bonus shots are very, very important. Always that 1 or 2 shots that come into play in the last end of the set or the game. Seems to play with a better line here, Keegan. That's a great shot from Keegan. So it looks like it's 4 to Port Natal. That header was set up nicely by Bradley Carsons, drew 2 furlers in there, and followed up by Jono, who drew another one into the nest, and Keegan added the bonus at the end there. So good team effort there.
So 3 ends have been completed, and the score is 5-2 in favour of Port Natal.
I know Keegan, the skipper Port Natal, is very hyperactive and he enjoys outdoor sports. He was a provincial softball player. Him and his twin brother were both provincial softball players, and they really support each other tremendously. There's no jealousy at all. In fact, when you speak to the answer they give you is about their brother, what their brother has done. So it's wonderful to see a sibling relationship like that. Both very well-grounded youngsters. Keegan attributes a lot of his bowl success to Roger, a friend down there in Port Natal, Roger Bull from Hillcrest. Roger, Keegan says that he had a huge influence on his bowl's career and humbled him as best as possible. I think that's important as well. You know, everybody wants to try and win and achieve success, but you must have a bit of humility in you as well when you do win, and not to get too big-headed in the early stage.
Yeah, no, and especially lawn bowls has that tendency to bring you down to earth quite quickly if you are too overconfident or too cocky.
Exactly.
Um, it's
Yeah,
all,
we saw two sides there last night parading their 3 wins and telling everybody about their 3 wins. And they come unstuck this morning, so that's why we come back to play bowls. One day is up and one day is down. It's all part of that big learning curve that's bowls.
yeah, and it's a good lesson to take into life as well. And the other important thing is when you are down to just go on and continue, play the next bowl till you get it right.
Certainly so.
Never give up, even if you're down like yesterday. Natal Inland was. They just kept going and going, and they came back and they won the match.
Yeah, very much it's a tribute to the skip. How he controls the side and manages this side. If he gives off bad body language to his team, the team won't get in a mode to get back into the game. As we saw yesterday, Natal Inland, the skip really encouraged his side, even though when they were 8-1 down, and they came back and won it. Brady lost and drew 2 pearlers, and he's maybe if he slipped that ball, he would have been very close. Sorry, ladies. I actually just read this.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you have a straight line, yeah, thanks.
Nice vibe we have next to the green here. Quite a few supporters coming down.
Yeah, particularly today, the stands are full around the greens. There's hardly a place to view, sit and watch, but it's lovely to see all the support. And tomorrow's a public holiday, so if you've got nothing to do, drive up to Klerksdorp and come and watch some great bowls.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of the Northern Free State supporters coming through today. They have 3 sides here.
That's wonderful for a small district like Northern Free State to be able to field 3 sides.
Keegan watching this bowl nice closely, and he's very happy.
It was important for Keegan to get another bowl in the head there. He's holding for 1 at the moment, and so if that bowl let you go, it would have been 4 down before the last bowl was played.
Yeah, and Elzana Doi seems to have a very calm personality about her.
As a skip, yes. Well, played it. Great shot there by Kayla. Kayla's also got a very interesting background regarding bowls. I think most players out there in the East remember Peter Stopforth. That was her grandfather. Peter was a good bowler in his own right, played provincial bowls. And then her father, Terence Stopforth, was a long-time provincial player for Eastern Gauteng. Terence is actually down here to support his daughter, and he's actually manager of the team as well. So it's nice to see ex-provincial players giving back to the youth.
Just hold it a little bit closer now for. Yeah, no, that's very interesting. Yeah, and I see she's also a teacher, teaching grade 5s.
Yeah, she says she loves teaching grade 5s and other interests. She also plays netball. A lot of these bowlers play netball as well.
Yes.
Lady bowlers.
Strange, we haven't seen any hockey players yet. But hockey and the cricket normally go together.
It certainly does. Carla's actually been playing bowls for 12 years. She was basically brought up around the bowling green with her grandparents and her father, Terence. And she regards her dad as a big inspiration, and it's Terence. Terence has won the Eastern Gauteng Masters 3 times, and she hopes to achieve that one day as well.
Oh.
BJ are holding the shot. Sorry, Port Natal are holding the shot.
A bit of a meeting happening here down the green between the skip and the third from Ekurhuleni. They have all the second and third shots.
A little bit more about Colour, third from Eastern Gauteng. Apart from being involved with her family in bowls, she also does a lot of swimming. She was the swimming captain at high school. It's nice to see a range of talents around, not only bowls, a lot of the players are involved in other interests as well.
Oh,
that
that's
is
one.
1-2 Port Natal.
So they taking a 6-2 lead in this set with 4 ends completed. Remember, they're playing 15 ends with 3 sets of 5. Time limit of 2 hours 15 minutes.
Next door to us, we've got a very interesting game on rink number 2. We've got Namibia playing against Mpumalanga. Mpumalanga, we did stream the first game yesterday. It was a great game, and they are lying number 1 and 2 in the section, so that's the top of the log challenge game. We will keep you up to date with the scores there on the rink number 2 as well, where Mpumalanga are playing against Namibia. Top of the table clash. At this stage, Mpumalanga are 3-2 up after 4 ends against Namibia. And they are playing the last end of the set, so it's all to play for. There's a good opener there again by Yolandi of Candice. With Zuzu chasing it a little bit. Probably overplayed it. And as we said so often this course of this week, lead is really a specialist position. You can't chase bowls. You've got to try and draw your two bowls as close to the jack as possible. And you've done your job. And it's tempting sometimes when a bowl is close to try and reach the bowl and play with a meter through. But that's the second's job.
Yeah.
The lead, you want to try and build up the head as much as you can for your skip.
This looks like she's corrected nicely, getting a touch. Took her off.
She's basically in the head, so it's a good effort there by Zuzu. Well, last end, Bradley drew two good bowls on this forehand. And again, he's done it. Certainly the front rank from Port Natal are giving Keegan all the support that he needs.
Yeah, and that's reflected in the score.
As we said, we've had quite a few upsets in this tournament already. Ekurhuleni are lying third in the section, and Port Natal are lying eighth in the section. But I'm sure Port Natal will come back strongly today. Probably overplayed it again there by Isabel. I think it was just a matter of trying to draw balls close. You don't want to drop another 3 or a 4 now.
Yeah, sometimes, like we said, with that negative thought, you see a shorter jack and you think, don't be short, and don't run through, and then what you do is you run through. That's a very uncharacteristic ball there, but it might be in the way. Just cutting the center line there.
Isabel will be disappointed with those two balls. And they're going to keep up. Don't lose heart now, or it could be a runaway score here. So we've got Jono on the mat, third for Port Natal. Jono attributes Wade Marshall as the person who's helped him a lot in his bowling career. Wade Marshall, the current provincial player for Port Natal, is the manager for the side as well. Kayla has got such a smooth delivery, also a nice lefty.
I don't think there's many sides that have 3 lefties playing. I can't. And is
chasing
the jack? Yeah.
Instead of drawing something close, basically wasting those bowls, allowing Jono and Bradley drawing more shots every time. I think Iladan should take a look now and say, listen, you're carrying a lot of weight there. Let's just try and draw something into the head, something close.
Just going to quickly change our mics.
Colour's very close. If it stands up, it could be shot. good measure now. That's more like it, Kayla. Draw is always the best option. I was well called there by Ilazan.
Yeah.
She took her off the mat and said, come rather try and draw it here on the backhand. Or her forehand, sorry, she's a lefty. And that's exactly what she did. I think it's the first time Keegan's played the backhand, and so far this weekend we've seen many times the player plays his backhand. The first time they drop short, so I think it is a little bit heavier.
Yeah, especially here on the ditch hand side.
Lausanne has fallen into the same trap as well. We're all playing with good lines, but just the weight.
And that's the lovely thing about playing on bowls greens is sometimes you do get different conditions on different sides of the rink. So it's I described lawn bowls to somebody the other day. It's a chess game with a moving target.
Oh, it's a great effort there by Keegan. I don't think it's counting in any way. Out on that game that we were mentioning earlier on between Namibia and Mpumalanga, Namibia picked up a 4 on the last end of the set. So Namibia won that set 6 shots to 3.
I have to say, it looks like that Namibian side is a hard one to beat.
Certainly is, and that's a crucial game because Mpumalanga and Namibia are joint log leaders.
I remember if you're watching this on YouTube to comment. It seems like Port Natal is favouring these shorter ends.
I think it's a case of where the lead feels more comfortable. The lead can pick his length and draw as close as possible to the jack. Further on in the game, when it comes to the skip will look at different tactics. If things aren't working, maybe perhaps move the jack a little bit or extend the length of the jack.
Many teams at the club levels that normally don't work on a defined game plan, which is the higher the level you are, you definitely need a game plan for what to do when you are struggling to get back in the game, when you have control of the jack. I see too many club teams just roll the jack with no real intent or plan. And I think that's something that, especially when you get to the high levels these players are playing here at the inter-districts, becomes very important.
It's up to Bradley again. Bradley so far has played really good bowls. Most of the 5 ends that he has played, he's always been there or thereabout. I think they'll miss him next year. Yeah, and again, Bradley's got the shot. Well done, Bradles.
I remember these players need to complete these 15 ends in 2 hours 15 minutes, but we haven't had any game going the distance.
Yeah, most of the games are finished within 2 hours. There's a bell that goes after 2 hours, which gives the players another 15 minutes to play, but most of the games are completed when that bell goes. So it's a bit of a loose head there from Eastern Gauteng. Isabel wouldn't have been too happy with her 2 balls. There's no adjustment on her 2. Probably carrying about 3 meters of weight. Gives Jono the option of drawing another one into the head. It's probably carrying a meter. If he found the blue ball full, it would have been a very good result. He probably landed on the jack. Oh, that's a great shot there from Bella. Possibly made 2 of it.
Trying to keep a team in there.
Sorry, I'm talking about Kyla, it's not Bella.
Yeah.
Kyla.
Keeping her side in the match.
Yeah, she's played a couple of big ones the last 2 heads.
Not far off there.
Yeah, Jono was just trying to reach that ball, that it's not getting the bend that he's looking for. That's a good call there again from Mila Zan. She's asking Kyla to try and move the jack slightly, take the catch away.
Another case of playing the same shot as the opposition and getting it before they do.
Yeah, she's very close to it. If she turned that ball behind the jack, it would be far better.
It is a bit exposed there where it is lying at the moment, especially for Keegan to get to it.
I think Keegan likes to play with it a couple of meters.
And Keegan also has the advantage. If he does trail the jack, he has a blue ball waiting.
Certainly has. Got Bradley's ball sitting there waiting for it.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
got a
he
bit
got
of luck.
second shot.
Yeah.
No, he got second shot, so it's only 1 now.
Actually, looking if it's shot. Indicating it might be a measure for shot.
Yeah.
But
Carla's looking there, but from our angle, yeah, it looks like it's definitely still 1-2 Eastern Gauteng or Ekurhuleni.
And Alexander Toy indicating that 3 people that influenced her bowls career the most was, or 2 people, was first coach, Maureen Smith, and then the very well-known Jenny Jones.
Oh, the great effort there from Keegan. Jono said that he thinks that they're lying the shot, but from our angle, it looks like it's Ekurhuleni, but they're quite a distance from us, so they've got young eyes, and I'm sure they've got better eyesight than me. Oh,
Straight down for the measure. They're not even asking, both teams going down for the measure, asking for the measure. Will we see another umpire being called out? No, it's actually very close. Yeah, 1-2.
It's his shot. Port Natal taking a commanding lead now, 8 shots, 2-2 after 6 ends.
Yeah, we're close to up to 100 live viewers. Let's see if we can beat our record from our this morning's match of 170. I'm sure Port Natal and Ekurhuleni has more fans than Western Province.
Yeah,
And Boland.
the manager certainly looking after his team. Terence is giving them each a sucker. See, they've all got a little green sucker which they're sucking on at the moment. The manager always got to take care of his team. That was a good shot there by Candy. Candy looks like a very serious bowler as well. So we've got another singer in the group today, Jacques.
Yeah.
Candy, the lead from Port Natal.
Yeah, and I see we can get Alexander Toy to play the piano for Candy as well.
Yeah, Candy said that she was part of the KwaZulu-Natal choir that visited Italy earlier this year and did exceptionally well there. So we've got a singer and we've got a piano player as well.
It just shows that these players are all very talented, not just only in bowls. Because if they sing and play piano like they play bowls, they must be exceptionally good. Because they're really having a good game, all of these youngsters.
Again, Bradley has come to the party and drawn the shot. He's had a very good game so far, Bradley. I think Bella played with good weight there, just got wrecked. So again, Port Natal are holding the shot. They seem to be dominating up front. Particularly Bradley Claessens, he's playing a very good game. Oh, Jono came there with a bit of weight, but he got the right result off Bradley's ball and moved the jack, which is probably a better one.
I have to say, Bobby, I have to compliment you in the office for picking these games. You've really picked some good games so far. None of these games have really disappointed. Sometimes the scores don't reflect the final result, but it was all great bowls being played so far. And if I look at what's coming up for the rest of the tournament, I think we're going to have some crackers.
Now we've got Namibia coming up as well. I'm sure a lot of the viewers will be keen to watch them play. They're doing very well. They're leading the section at the moment, and they are playing the joint section winners with them in this game. And Namibia are doing quite well. They are up and they won the first set against Mpumalanga and seem to have got control of that game.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the next one. My home district, Northern Cape, Charles Peter Matthewson in action there against KwaZulu-Natal country, who's also doing well at this stage.
Yeah, that should be a cracker. We've got some very talented players in that 8 ball. With young Sepia Matthewson, who got his Protea colours this year. So really looking forward to that game.
Yeah, and two of that side won the title in 2018. Charles Peter Matthewson and Drian van Niekerk.
So it looks like both thirds battled with a line on the ditch side. It's not an easy line to get. We've seen a lot of players struggle with it. No. Well, Keegan is playing the inside hand and just needs to run it out.
Like you said in the previous match as well, it's not always easy playing to when the jack is off center.
Certainly.
And Zahn going on the backhand on this ditch hand. The players have struggled playing that line, but she looks like to be on a good line, just the distance again.
Yeah, as we mentioned, quite often this ditch hand is very heavy.
It just seems to be holding up. I see there's a little green patch here just in front of us that looks a bit fuzzy, like Fuzzy van der Merwe.
Yes.
So it might be holding those balls back a little bit. So you just need to play over that. Now being tripped up by that pink ball, Keegan. Matthews pretty enjoying supporting Ekurhuleni.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier on, from Ekurhuleni we've got Zuzu Waters, who plays out of Edenvale, and Matthews Perry is one of her mentors in the game. Matthews Perry, as we know, reached the final of the South African Masters this year, and Matthews taught Zuzu quite a lot about the game, about playing mixed pairs with Zuzu.
Yeah, and
So-
Matthews commenting that he's watching all the way from Malawi at the moment.
Yeah. Matthews is a Malawian, and occasionally goes back to visit his family up in Malawi.
We just quickly all taking a sip of water. It's quite tiring doing all this talking. But yeah, so the score currently 10-2 in favor of Port Natal. Ekurhuleni will need to do something on this next end to keep themselves back in, to get themselves back in the match. It all starts by just winning the first set or the first end to get back in the match. You start with the next one.
Honouring two, Mpumalanga are playing against Namibia. It's a top of the table clash. And as we mentioned yesterday, when Mpumalanga game was being live streamed, that Skip Mika's together, and they're expecting a baby March next year, little girl. The kids are very excited about that. But they won all 3 games yesterday. I think him and his wife had probably a candlelit supper last night on celebrating the 3 victories yesterday. But it's all going pear-shaped this morning against Namibia. So I think there won't be any candlelit suppers tonight.
You were saying, Bobby, just before about the Mpumalanga match. I think we missed that. We had a bit of a issue on the sound there.
So we're saying that on rink number 2, that's the rink next door to our streaming rink, we have Namibia playing against Mpumalanga. And Mpumalanga are leading the section with Namibia, so it's the top of the table clash. And the Mpumalanga side is kept by Mikas Grech. And in his side, he does have his wife playing lead for him. His wife is pregnant, and they're expecting a little girl next year, March, so they're very excited about that. They had 3 good wins yesterday, so I assume that they had a candle at dinner last night celebrating their 3 wins, but it's going pear-shaped for them this morning. And I don't think there will be a candle at dinner tonight. Maybe a takeaway hot dog or something.
Yeah, definitely none of those Omar Roy's Cook Sisters. That's their main sponsor for the team today.
It was nice to have Namibia. You know, it's heavy expense for them to fly in from Namibia and to drive up all the way to Klerksdorp. So congratulations to them for being here and forming a side.
Yeah, no, and they're also quite involved with the junior nationals, always sending a side there as well. I think it's only this year they weren't able to send a side. Yeah, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to get more African sides traveling to South Africa.
Certainly, it'll be great. And Malaysia, we're going to enter 3 sides this year, but they've got government elections on at the moment, and that disrupted the plans. So they had to withdraw their 3 sides.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have the Malaysians here. They've really gone from strength to strength in terms of world bowls as well.
Certainly has.
Lots of hard work. I know Simon Botha was quite involved there as well, so to promote there, to get them up and running, and you can see the results of his hard work. But it does help if the government is backing you as well.
It certainly does. Ekurhuleni holding a couple of shots. I think they're holding 2. Probably 1 in the measure for 2. Nice smooth delivery again then from Kayla. She's very close to the area.
Yeah. She's really played well for the Ekurhuleni side.
Certainly has. Yeah, but I think that's another shot.
I think from the Ekurhuleni players, she's probably the pick at this stage.
Certainly is. She has saved her team on a few occasions when they have been down.
Yeah, my own player I coach, the native bowler, Robin Chamanu, watching all the way from my home club in Warrington.
Oh, the great draw there from Jono.
Yeah.
The old Natal side have played well, Port Natal side. We know that they sort of dovetail very well. It's all been set up by the front rank, particularly Bradley.
has gotten very quiet, Bobby. I think there's a bit of tension building around the.
Plus, it's the hottest part of the day, and you're looking around the greens. A lot of the players, I think they're battling with the concentration now, the concentration levels. You don't see much. Like you said, it's got into a little bit of a lull. Not much cheering and high-fiving. It's been a long 2 days so far, and they've got another long day tomorrow.
Yeah, and then those who make it to the semi-finals and the finals. Hopefully all the teams will stick around to support those matches.
Great draw there from Ilazan.
I'm sure many of these players would want to support their fellow bowlers on those on finals day.
Yeah, certainly.
It's something special to be at a final anyway. That's something we as bowlers need to learn a little bit more, is to be able to watch a bit of bowls, not just only play it.
John is calling Jared Keegan just to try and turn the bowl, the shot bowl, the last bowl down, drawn by Ilazan. If he can move that bowl out, he'll make 2. He doesn't run a ready get the jack because the pink bowl at the back is against him. So this basically over the draw. Try and draw the shot, and if you are lucky enough, you can turn the last ball down away from the head. He's playing with a lot of weight. Yep. And on that hand, just went wide again.
Yeah, it seems if you play a little bit extra weight, it just doesn't tend to bend as much as they were expecting it. And we've seen a few, especially when Western Province were playing, when they were going that little bit more narrow, then it tends to bend a bit more even with that weight.
Yep.
Not much room for error there. Alzan.
Very close to the shot ball.
Yes, and she's gotten
Great
it.
shot there.
Yes.
In fact, if she turned it enough, she might have made 3 or 4.
Taking the 1 out, 2 out, and looking at 3. I think Kayla will ask for a measure.
If she turned it 1 more roll, would definitely brought the back 2 in. The big shot there by Lazan. She actually played 2 great bowls that end.
Just the 2.
A little bit unlucky. Played a great shot, but a little bit unlucky. You only make 2.
So
1 more roll would have made 4.
Current score 10-4 after 8 ends. And could that be the turning point? Still a lot of bowls to come.
Yeah, the 2 ladies in the back, Ilazan and Kayla, they're very relaxed on the green. They don't show any bad body language. They keep on encouraging. So it's up to Zuzu now to try and get some balls close and try and put pressure onto the opposition, particularly Bradley, who's having a sterling game.
And that's not a bad start. Elzon would have wanted a little bit more closer, but at least he's at the back.
Candy's also overplayed that one. Let's see the adjustment now with the 2 second bowls. You can always see a good player, Jacques, by how they can adapt from the first bowl.
And making those needed corrections.
That's correct. That's exactly what Zuzu has done. Well done there, Zuzu. About 2 feet through the head. Having a good tussle, the 2 ladies up front.
Oh, Yolanda.
Candice. Well done there, Candy. That's draw number 1.
Like I said, the good correction from that first ball. Candy did it perfectly there.
Yeah, well done, Bella. That's a great shot there by Bella. It's important that she starts making a big contribution to get his side back into this game, because Bradley has been playing very good bowls, but he's the first time he's actually playing the backhand now, and let's see if he falls into that same trap of playing a little bit short. It probably needs another 2 meters on that one.
Elzan would want a repeat of that last ball. She's very
She's
close.
very close if she finds her ball.
Yes.
2 great balls there by Bella. Well done. That's more like Bella. It's interesting that Keegan's actually changed Bradley's hand, because he had been playing very well on the forehand. The weight is pretty good. It's still 2. 2 to Ekurhuleni. All I need is a bit of a breaker, 3 or a 4, and that will get them back into the game.
Yeah.
At the moment they are 10-4 down. Pick up
A 3 or 4 will bring them within striking distance with just 3 or 4 needed in the last few ends, and will also help them with the set. With a total of 5 points on offer for each match. 1 per set and 2 for the overall win. Let's see what Kayla does here. She's been playing very well this afternoon. I think what is helping Kayla is she's been finding the weight a lot better than the other players.
Yes, she's drawing very well. Like we say, she has been playing for a long time. She's got a lot of experience. She was born into bowls.
Oh, Jono.
That's a great shot there by Jono. As we said earlier, the side combines very well, the Sport Natal side. They dovetail well. Kayla's got a good shot. On her backhand, yeah, she's very positive about the calling. She said she likes this hand. She wants to try and turn the shot ball through.
A bit of a gust of wind picking up here. This one's not far off. Oh. Yeah, Keegan said it wasn't risk playing that one, even if that ball does turn over. Just wanted to be on the inside of that one. Good calling by the skip. And great weight control, because if he played that with a little too much weight, he might have turned it over more than once. And then it would have just been against his white ball anyway. See what Elzan does here. Also playing that same hand. Just resetting, something just distracted her. Very good for a player when everything doesn't feel exactly right on the green, just on the mat. Just step off and reset yourself, and she's gotten a great result.
That was a great shot there by Lazanne. She's the last couple of ends, she's really played that yard on shot very well.
Yeah, no, and
She's got such a smooth delivery as well, and a pleasure to see with a smile on her face, and happy to be here and playing good bowls and meeting new people. And
I remember seeing her when the mixed pairs was held in Port Natal. Oh no, Port Alfred, playing also for the Ekurhuleni side.
yeah, she's now 27 years old, so she's been playing bowl for 12 years. She started when she was 15. And Jared's having a full go.
And he's gotten some result, but not the result he was looking for.
Yeah, it's actually made it worse, I think. I think it could be three down. now.
Yeah. He still has one ball left.
As we said earlier on, Jaka, these youngsters have to have at least one full go every
Yeah.
game.
Oh, else it flows over by the ears or something.
Yeah, have to get all that adrenaline out.
I think he was thinking maybe going a full go again, but his third tell him just play into that line.
And
Maybe get
I
up
think
the
he's
jack.
just drifting. I think he's just drifting.
Oh,
A good effort there by Jared, and so it looks like it's 3 shots to Ekurhuleni, so that's the 3 we were talking about.
yeah.
So now it's 10-7 to Port Natal, and Ekurhuleni are right back into it. And have you seen the last couple of airs, just a little bit of positive energy from the back rank players. They've got them back into the game.
Yeah, like we said, that another 2 year and they're really back in the game. I'll just quickly go and see what the standing on the set is currently. Because I think it might be that with that free, Ekurhuleni might just be close to winning this set.
Well, all of a sudden, Zune is starting to get them close as well. It's all about helping each other on the green, and the last couple of heads, the back rank from Ekurhuleni have played some great bowls. And that's rubbed off on Zuzu now. Nice to see a lot of Northern Free State supporters here. They have entered 3 teams and they look very, very smart with their purple and yellow. The purple pumpkin eaters. So we're playing the last end, and the score is 10-7 in the game, and in the sets.
Yeah, it's in favor of Ekurhuleni 5-3.
Now it's Port Natal need at least a 2 this end to peel the set. And next door, Namibia are now 9-4 up against Mpumalanga. They're up in the set as well. So it's all looking good for Namibia.
Oh, good ball there by
Isabel
Isabel.
took the shot ball out. Now she's holding probably 2 or 3. Are we seeing a momentum change in this game, Jock?
Yeah, we've seen that over yesterday, all 3 games. There is that key moment, and normally it starts when the lead and the second are up there.
Yep, certainly does. Changes the whole dynamic of the game.
And that self-belief that you can do it is very important. And I have to say, the Ekurhuleni side has not dropped their body language in any way. They're keeping positive.
And Isabel is also getting them close now, so that's a positive sign for Ekurhuleni. Could be holding 3 or 4. Another 3 or 4 will certainly help them a lot. Sometimes now you think that you're 2 down in the set, you got to look for that 2, but they don't want to drop a big number, yeah.
Yeah, no.
It will affect the game, and the game is the most important.
If you lose the set by 1, it's just a set, it's just the 1 point.
Certainly.
Where if you give your opposition a chance to level the scores.
Bradley just ran through a meter there, which is probably 3rd shot.
Yeah.
But an important Natal do have the 4 best bags. So there is an option there to move the jack through for 2 or 3 or 4 to try and win the set. Port Natal need a 3 on this last end to win the set and a 2 to peel.
A bit of a inconsistency on which hand they wanted to play between the third and the skip on that last one. That's something they need to address if they want to keep the momentum going their way.
Certainly.
From Port Natal, you don't want to let the opposition see a crack in your armor. This looks to be a good ball again. Carlos really played wonderful today.
He actually turned the back ball out, but it's probably 3 now. Yeah, the last few ends in particular, Carlos played some very good bowls. It's probably been the change in the game. And she's had a lot of support from Ilazan as well.
Yeah, I have to say, the skip has really stepped up to the table in the last few ends, playing some wonderful shots. Probably that experience from playing for 12 years already.
Yes, certainly.
Well, I'm sure Jenny Jones coached Alzan to be calm under pressure.
Yeah, it's a 2 great draws again there from Kayla. She certainly has found her range now. It's probably 3 or 4 now to Ekurhuleni.
Oh, that could level the scores going into the final set if they pick up a free, yeah? And give them that set.
Jono just pulling up a little bit short.
Yeah.
He was off the mat very quickly with that last bowl.
Yeah, I always tell my players, if you're running after the ball, it's going to stop before you. Just stay down that 1 second more, then you'll see. Then you can go and follow it.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension at the moment from Port Natal. They know this is a big end if they can try and score a 2 this head, but they don't want to drop a big number. It could be a game changer.
Yeah, I think Port Natal's also aware that the momentum is shifting, so they need to try and get it back.
Yeah, they must basically forget about the set now and possibly just maybe try and get second shot now and then all to play for the last set, the last 3 points.
Oh.
So the Ekurhuleni holding 4 shots.
He looks interested, Keegan. And he's not far off from that jack.
Oh, what a great
wonderful
shot.
result. And he's turned being 3 or 4 down into holding maybe 3 or 4.
I think it's Ilazan's first
First
ball
ball
there.
that's holding shots still.
Yeah, so it looks like Ekurhuleni are holding one.
Yeah.
So Keegan's got a good shot now. Any movement on the jack, he can make 3.
Yeah.
If he turns the shot ball through the head without touching the jack, he can make 3.
Yeah.
But that was a great shot there by Keegan because he can play the shot now to win the set, as opposed to having to draw to try and
Save the set.
save the scoreboard,
Well, yeah.
basically, damage limitation. He doesn't want to go into the last set shots down, having to make up shots.
He has to go quite wide.
He's having a good look at it. I don't think it's quite going to bend.
Oh, he's not. Oh, he tried, but that
Yeah, it
was
was
a
a
good.
good shot there from his first bowl. Good effort. So still 1-2 Ekurhuleni. They win the set. So the score is now on 10-8.
Yeah, but yeah, at least he saved that free that they were down. Really well played there. It was a good moment for him. Yeah, now the start of this set. Now it's will the momentum keep shifting in Ekurhuleni's favor? Port Natal has the option now with the start of the set just to reset everything. You can see them having a meeting with the manager at the back.
Yeah, I think it's time to take a look at themselves and readdress and refocus.
Play like it's the start of the match.
Yes, they just need a bit of more energy. Possibly have a drink of water and come back fighting. It's only 5 heads. If you pull out all the big shots now, the last 5 heads. And they were playing very well. And just the last couple of ends, it's not as though they actually started playing badly.
No,
It's just
no,
that Ekurhuleni started playing a lot better.
I think the big difference was the comeback from the Ekurhuleni front rank, really putting on the pressure.
Yeah, coupled with the couple of good shots played by both Kayla
and Elzon.
and Luzon. Yeah, they played some great balls there. The last couple of ends of that set.
Just cutting the center line.
As we've seen throughout the weekend, that first end of that last set is very, very important.
Yeah, I think it's a question of nerves on both team sides, just causing that back muscles to tense a little bit. That's a wonderful start. That's exactly what Keegan wants.
Yeah, well done, Candy. Very confident lady.
Yeah.
It's been the trouble with Isabel. When she has been shot down, she tends to play with a little bit of weight. Bradley's on his favourite forehand again. He's been playing this forehand exceptionally well. They have stretched the length of the jack this end. Bradley's probably needs another 2 meters on that. It's a case of adjustment now from Isabel. So now she's got the ability. She's got a nice delivery, nice follow through. I think she's basically over adjusted this time.
Yeah, I see we can add even more members to our band. I see Isabella plays 8 different instruments.
Sure, very talented lady.
And she wants to add a few more. And she's actually also enjoys learning new languages.
Certainly an enlightened person. She always wanted to play a musical instrument, but I think I've got too many thumbs.
I went to audition for choir, and then the choir master asked me never to audition again.
I didn't even get to that part. I wasn't even invited to the opportunity to audition. It's up to Kyla now to try and
she's close.
And she's just drawn a great ball. I think it might be shot, or it could be second. Having a good look at that. I think Port Natal is still holding.
If it's not shot, it's a very good second.
Port Natal, their first aim will be to get off the 10. They've been stuck on the 10 for quite a while now. And Jono is short again, so just the pressure I think is building up now. The more pressure is, the tighter you hold the ball, and normally you end up playing short.
And like we said, there's definitely a bit of a shift in the momentum and the body language as well.
Yeah, and I think Kyla has actually kept her side in the game as well. She's played some great bowls, and got a dad watching on the side. He's the manager. Come from a bowling family from the east, from Benoni.
Oh, what a ball!
And there's two great bowls there from Taylor. I'm sure the whole of Benoni Country Club are watching. You can be very proud of Taylor, and congratulations to her father, Terence, who was a great provincial player in his day as well, and to her grandfather, Peter. Peter's top fifth. Hopefully you guys are watching. Can be very proud of Taylor, the way she has performed this morning.
We've reached over 100 live viewers.
No, a very good effort there from Jono, but I think the first bowl was in his way, so he's trying to come underneath it. But it could be two now to Ekurhuleni.
Now that would make it interesting if it continues them holding two. Then we might have a appeals after 11 ends with just the last few ends to go. Some real exciting matches, so I hope everybody at home is enjoying it. Now remember to comment who you're supporting in this one. Let's see who has more supporters, Ekurhuleni or Port Natal. Maybe you can encourage your team from the sideline. Not a bad position there by Alzan there. Good line.
Yeah, she played with confidence, not short. So I think Keegan will be looking to play with a bit of weight on the backhand to try and lodge those two short balls out.
He's looking interested, but I think he's going to cut the center line just too much.
Yep. It seems to be the problem on that end when you just go under, it bends very quickly.
I see next door there's a match developing there between Mpumalanga and Namibia. They peeled the second set.
Yeah,
the current score is 6-9.
I think Mpumalanga have just picked up a number there. Last going to be a 3, I think, 3 or a 4.
So the Omar Roy's Cook sisters might be back on the menu.
Yeah, it was
actually taking the lead.
Yeah, they picked up a 4 last day, so Mpumalanga lead the game by 10 shots to 9, and to pick up a 4 on the first end of the last set certainly did help. So on rink number 2, Mpumalanga and Namibia. That's the top of the table clash, and at the moment it's 10-9 to Mpumalanga.
Yeah, so all square. Probably like we said.
Yeah, Ekurhuleni, that was 2 great shots there from Kayla. She can take a bow. Not only because she drew the two good shots, but the timing of which she drew the shots. The first head of the last set.
Yeah.
It's all squeaky bum time now. Peels, 4 ends to play. And Port Natal just cannot seem to get off this 10. Whatever they're doing, Ekurhuleni are doing a little bit better.
Yeah, and the first time we've seen the jack on the 2-meter tee.
And Jono and is having a chat with Keegan now, and there seems to be a lot of discussion going on what doing or what you shouldn't be doing. Got Ekurhuleni on the green, very focused.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good ball by Candy.
It's been interesting, this game. As we mentioned before, that was the leads and the front ranks who dominated. Were taking control of the games, but this game, I think it's been sort of equal 50-50 between the two front rankers. But the back rank from Ekurhuleni, the two ladies at the back, have played some great bowls between the two of them.
They've really shifted momentum in their favour.
Great adjustment there by Candy. So they're holding a bowl about 6 inches behind the jack. Very difficult to dislodge that bowl with the two pink bowls in the way.
See what Isabella does here. Running through a little bit. Will it stay alive? Unfortunately not. That's a bit naughty.
Yeah, as we said earlier on, normally when Bella is shot down, she tends to play with that weight. A couple of meters of weight. I'm sure that she does play probably skip in her for her club. That's what a skip normally does. He's never short. Supposed to be never short.
Let's see if she can adjust.
Zan's keeping her on the backhand. Here's an opportunity to turn the pink ball.
Yeah.
Oh, she just didn't get the right angle of it. Otherwise, if she got a thicker piece on the blue ball, she would have landed it within a couple of inches of the jack. Just slightly short there by Bradley. Bradley's played the other hand particularly well. Every time he's played the ditch hand, he seems to have struggled. Hopefully Keegan puts that in his memory bank.
Yeah, especially these last few ends.
At the moment we've got the lady or the player of the match, in my opinion, so far is Kayla.
Oh, what a ball by
Great
Kayla.
ball
She
there
really
by
stepped
Ken.
up, yeah.
She's played unbelievable balls the last few ends.
And it's going to be hard to beat that one.
it's very frustrating as a skip when you're holding shots and the opposition or third is continually changing every time.
I think that frustration is one of the factors that is affecting Port Natal's momentum as well and their morale.
It certainly is. The last couple of edges, you see the shoulders drop as well. So on the other end, there's Ilazan standing there with chest pumped out and the shoulders upright and looking very, very composed and in charge of the game.
Yeah, and you can see you speaking to the manager, enjoying it. This one's very short, but after that last one, I think she's entitled to one bad bowl.
Exactly. It's going to be very difficult to draw on this ditch hand. There's a big green patch
just before you get to the 2 meter mark.
Yeah, so you have to get through that patch and then run on. Just pulled up slightly at a good line. I think it's important to try and just to get second shot here. Port Natal, they aren't going to draw the shot. I think it's
get as close as possible to make it as difficult to get for Ekurhuleni to get that second shot.
Yes, certainly.
You don't want to give them a meter and a half to draw to with the last ball to go.
It's just up to Keegan to try and draw as close as possible. He does have second shot. Try and beat the gold and green ball. If he finds it, it's also good. That's very good from Keegan. So they've got 2 good seconds. Rink number 2, where Namibia playing Mpumalanga. A skip from Mpumalanga. Just drawn 2 buttes and they were holding 4. Mikas, the last ball chopped on line, he came in for second, so it looks like Mpumalanga will only drop a 1, which will make that score peels. With 3 ends to play. That's the top of the table clash.
A great drawing to the ditch, practice for Port Natal there.
Yeah, great effort from Keegan. He couldn't have done much better than that. So it's only 1 to Ekurhuleni. It's 11-10 after 12 ends, 3 ends to play.
A good start again by the Ekurhuleni lead.
This is coming to her now as well. She's starting to get some balls close. And Candy after that, just a little bit of bad body language there as if to say, what more must we do to get the shot here?
Yeah, but I think it's, like you say, it's a we're going 1-2, and then we get a sucker punch by Kayla.
Yes. And if Kayla misses, then we've got Ilazan behind her. Who's also played some great bowls.
Yeah, Zuzu really stepping up.
Oh, that's a great bowl there from Candice. Yes, open it up now. If it's not shot, I've probably got second shot.
That's exactly what you need, just to pick up the spirits.
Certainly. I'd like to see a bit more high-fiving and cheering on from Port Natal. They're very subdued at not being able to get off that 10. Frustrated.
I have to say, the 10 seems to be a number that the people get stuck on the TV rink. Remember at yesterday's match against Niba, was also the 10.
Rink number 5, we got the battle of the Free State teams. Northern Free State are 11-8 up on Southern Free State.
Ja, nee, daarso die battle van die Vrystate.
And I see Northern Free State, they've got a lot of supporters out here today. They have entered 3 teams, which is a huge effort from them.
Yeah, and probably one of the favourite sides, the Southern Free State side, has not really performed well.
Yeah, they are the defending champions, Southern Free State. Well, it was a great draw there by Bradley. Again, he was on his favourite forehand. So he's holding the shot. If he can draw another one close, try and get the momentum shift back.
It looks a lot more comfortable on that hand. And this one's not far off.
That's in a very good position.
Jono just trying to get a bit more of a step back in their side.
Yep.
High-fiving the front rank. Taylor taking a bit of time here.
Yeah, it's also a good thing, you know, they feel as though they're wresting a bit of control from Port Natal, so she's just taking her time, playing the game at her pace, walking very, very slowly down to the mat, and focusing on the shot that she has to play.
Doing a bit of visualization probably.
Yeah, and the way she polishes her bowl and takes her time and focuses on every shot. She's going to play her backhand to try and rest the shot ball.
She has a very defined pre-delivery routine.
And a beautiful delivery as well.
Just needs to add another meter and she's
Certainly,
there.
certainly.
Yeah, next door we have appeals on the Mpumalanga Namibia game as well.
Yeah, it's after 12 ends. But the lead from Namibia, a lady with the turquoise bowls, she's all over the jack this morning.
They'll be on the live stream tomorrow morning. First up against JBA.
That should be an interesting game.
I will probably have a difficult time to keep you impartial in that one. Like I'll be this afternoon.
It's wonderful to see Namibia bringing a side here. It's players that you don't really see much of, these under 30s. Obviously got a good program going up there in Namibia. We've got Leslie Vermeulen, who's their coach, the manager, and the organizer.
Oh, Jonah on a good route. Oh, wonderful ball there by Jonah. Yeah, now the momentum seems to be shifting back.
It's a topsy-turvy game.
It shows what good body language does. But yeah, again, Ekurhuleni taking a bit of time, making sure, playing at their pace.
Yep, they
making sure which shot they want to play. They just need to keep the positive attitude they had going up to here. Don't tense up just because it's getting close to the end. Play your natural game. Don't do something different just because you're now ahead. Zan takes a big breath before she delivers. This one goes a little...
Well, Jonah has called Keegan to go around the backside.
They're probably thinking that Elzan will go for a attacking shot again. She has the back bowls. But they're holding free.
Lazan is to really hit a target this time. The first one went a little bit wide, and she's learned from that. The only problem is the sand. When you are under the line, it seems to bend rapidly.
Yeah, and the wind is also blowing across the green.
So
So it looks a lot smoother.
Yep, still on the right side.
Yeah.
So it's probably 2 at the moment to Port Natal. I'm not sure if Bradley's front bowl is in the count, but they're looking to try and turn the pink one through to possibly lie
3 or 4.
Yep, probably 4.
A 4 here would be a death blow.
He can play it with confidence. There's not much danger. He just doesn't want to turn the turquoise bowl in.
And it's a difficult hand to play. This Dichand.
Yeah, I think he's opting for the draw. Probably happy with the 2.
I think that's a psychological declare.
Yeah, they've looked at that 10 for long enough now on that scoreboard. They want to move on now. So that was a good end there by Port Natal.
Now they pick up 2, they move on to 12.
That's 12-11 with 2 ends to go.
Yeah, it's really getting tense here. Next door, Mpumalanga's picked up 1. So they've taken the lead with 2 ends to go.
Yeah, and again it was Mikas who got the shot. His wife is playing lead for him. She's battling today. The lady with the turquoise bowls, she's all over Mikas' wife this morning, and Mikas is keep on encouraging her.
And this one looks to be on a good line. It's a good second shot for Mpumalanga there on the side.
As we mentioned, it is a top of the table clash. Namibia and Mpumalanga. There are peels with 2 ends to play. Last 2 ends. No, Kane has touch forward. She picked up the jack clean. So it's about a foot in front of the jack. It's a good start. Garrett, come up here quickly. Twin brother. Skip there. Port Natal. There's his twin brother there. Right, as we mentioned earlier, that Keegan Barrethune, he's playing on the TV rink, and his twin brother Jared Barrethune is playing in the other Port Natal side. How did it go this morning on the second game, Jared?
The second game went very well. We peeled against the team that was leading our section. Now it's up to the rest of the games.
Great, and your brother's in for an exciting end here against Ekurhuleni. They were well up at one stage. They were 10-3 up. It's now 11 all with 2 ends to play. So who do you favour going into the last 2 ends?
It'll have to be my twin brother.
That's a comment that we really expected from you. We were talking about how you and your brother really support each other, which is wonderful to see. So enjoy the rest of the tournament, Jared.
Thank you.
Sorry, slight apology there. We had the incorrect score, so Port Natal with a 1 shot up with 2 ends to play. It's all to play for the last 2 ends. Well, that was a very good shot there by Bella. They're having a good look at it. It's probably still down, but she's given Kayla a very good option now by being able to rest the blue ball through the end. As Jono first to play, Jono has just seemed to gone off his game in the last few ends, and I think it's the result of Kayla playing so well. A very big opportunity now for Kayla to turn the blue ball through and possibly rest behind the jack. Well, Jono is certainly following this one, and I think he's very close to it. I think he's going to draw number 1.
Yes, he
What a great shot there from Jono. One word from me, and that's what he does. Commentator's curse. Well done, Jono. Big opportunity now for Kayla. She has been playing her running shots very well.
Oh,
That was a great effort there from
Yeah.
Kayla. So it looks like it's one in a measure.
well, they can get onto those two bowls. They could turn it into two.
That end has been quite difficult the whole game, playing with it a little bit of weight, because it seems to just hang with a little bit of weight.
Nothing
Good
changed
effort there by
Yeah.
Keegan. Yeah, great effort. I think Lizanne has to be really positive towards this head.
Oh, and we have a match and a half next door. We have Namibia, Mpumalanga going into the last end. All Peels on 11.
Yep, some very exciting games all around the rink here. Next to them we have Eden 14 and Limpopo 13 playing the last end. So we're really having some tight battles. And Keegan is very close. Also just under it.
Yeah, like you said, it just seems to bend a bit more when you...
Inside the line,
Right.
yes. Yep. Maybe he needs to play with a little bit more weight on that line to hold. The big ball now from Ilazan.
Will this change the head?
Will she hold? Will she hold?
She's close.
Oh, what a
she's
great
got it. What a
shot there.
ball, yes.
That could be the shot of the match. So that makes it very interesting. That makes us Peels going into the last end.
Yeah, similar to next door, so it's all going down to the wire. Winner takes it all.
Yeah, so on both rinks, on rink 1 and rink number 2, they're both playing the last head and both games are Peels.
Yeah.
If bowls wasn't exciting, ladies and gentlemen, what is? And you can see the tension. Looking across rink number 1 and number 2, people are gathering their water bottles, they're walking around, they're scratching their heads, they're talking to managers. There's a hub of activity going on.
And a few people look like they need to be reminded to take a breath. And quite a short end being played here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We haven't had one of these short ones for a while now. And Zuzu has brought the mat up slightly. So this could be very interesting, particularly with the nervousness now. They know that one good front toucher will do it.
And this is where you need your lead to really step up. Opportunity for Yolandi, Candy, as he likes to be referred to as a nickname.
Well, looking across Namibia's game there, there's two turquoise bowls who played so well the whole game are again on the jack.
I have to say, as it looks now, I think the lead from Namibia is definitely the man of the match in that game.
Certainly. Yeah, in this particular game now, a lot of players have played very, very good. The two ladies back ranked from Ekurhuleni have done exceptionally well. But just when they needed it, there's Candice. She's drawn number 1.
I can see doing some relaxing exercises, Candy. Oh, what a ball here by Zuzu, really trying.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
just
she's
a draw
got
number
it.
1. What a great ball.
And the tension is... an action or Sissel Bollerman playing a brilliant shot there on ring 4.
Yeah, North BGN are 16-13 up, playing the last end against Northwest.
Oh, so close by Yolandi.
So we've got a lot of excitement going on last head, and the second from Mpumalanga has just squeezed the jack out into the open, so those two good bowls from the lead from Namibia have been negated now.
Oh, what a ball there.
At the moment, Ekurhuleni are holding the one, but there's a lot of options to play. Keegan is calling him with just over the draw to try and reach the shot ball, the black ball, or the dark blue ball.
And he can always promote his own 2 balls from Candy up if he misses his line slightly.
Brady's very close here. Well, it's a good look all around now. So the jack is sitting out, and there's going to be a lot of excitement in this festival because that head is not going to stay like this.
No, definitely not.
The person who trails the jack now will be a big bowl, and you've got the pink bowl waiting at the back. So Ekurhuleni are holding the one, but they do have a bowl 2 meters behind as well, which could come into play. Keegan knows that he doesn't want the jack to move, so he's got to try and rest on the shot bowl and fall in. Or otherwise turn one of the 2 white bowls in.
He's going to try, and he's
That's a
done
great
it.
shot
What a
there by
wonderful
Bradley.
play, yes.
And what's nice to see is everybody gave him a high five as well from both sides. So it's the game is really played in good spirit. So Port Natal are holding the one. As we said, their appeals are playing the last head.
I have to say,
It looks like Ekurhuleni have won this set. So we wouldn't worry about the set right now. It's just a matter of winning the game.
getting those 2 points. I have to say, all the players in this end have really stepped up.
Yeah, it's been a good game. In fact, a lot of the players, I would hate to pick the man of the match, and would rather not do it this game.
Yeah. We'll see how who gets the winning shot will probably determine.
Yeah, it'll be unfair to some of the players, but Kayla certainly has played some great bowls. She was the catalyst of getting them back into the game.
Yeah, Matthew Perry is overriding us. He says his vote is for Kayla, for lady of the match.
That's a good call there, Matthews.
Rather him than us.
So at the moment, Port Natal are holding one. A lot of tension around. There's a huge gathering of spectators around the green
Jonah
now,
doesn't look
watching
happy.
this last game.
You could see he wasn't happy after the release of that ball.
So on our other green, with just the skips to play, Mpumalanga are holding the shot.
And it looks like the jack is in the ditch.
Yeah, it's slightly just off the,
On the green.
but it's about couldn't be more than a foot away from the ditch. And there's a white ball, which is the Mpumalanga ball right next to it, and Kayla won't be happy with that one. It's been a difficult hand, this hand, the backhand. So I'd rather play with more weight than less weight in there. Because even if the jack moves there, they do have the 3 back balls waiting for that. So Kayla is very disappointed with those 2 bowls, but she's had a very good game.
Yeah.
Jonathan played a great ball there now.
Stepping up here.
He certainly has made that catch a lot smaller, which means that Zahn is going to play a very difficult shot now.
Yeah, and I think he might be free down.
Yeah, we start looking at the set now as well. Kayla is very, very positive, very assertive with her calls that be positive, be too positive, attack it. Let's get into this head. Let's get into this game. We've come so far. We've come a long way down to get to this position of trying to win the game. So it's
Yeah, like you say, the current score on the set is 4-2 in favor of Ekurhuleni, but Port Natal is holding free, then they win the set or they're going to peel it.
Yep, all to play for the last 4 bowls. Alright, Lazan, she's got a little bit of wobble on that bowl. Hopefully didn't push it too wide. Well, she's certainly coming for 3rd shot.
The first match we've had that gone the distance. The last bell just rang.
But it gives the players an opportunity to, the bell rings. If you start at the last end, you can complete the last end. But both these games on ring number 1 and number 2, there's a lot of walking up, a lot of focusing, a lot of team calling, etc.
Ekurhuleni.
Well, we had Jared, the twin brother, in commentary a little bit early on, and I asked him who's his prediction. He says definitely my twin brother. So, so Jared might be right.
And I have to say, he probably didn't want to stick along too long in the commentary box because of these nerves that are building at this stage. We might have had him jumping up and down and screaming like we had
Certainly.
Matthews when we had Kwa playing in the junior
Masters.
Masters.
Junior Masters final, yeah.
I remember that moment. We were still thinking, we were talking to Matthews, and he was on the green congratulating.
Yeah, he jumped over the commentary box right onto the green, and he was Kwa was surrounded by one of the greatest scenes I've seen on a bowling green.
Yeah, everybody at home, who do you think is going to win this one? Will there be a final throw of the dice by Ekurhuleni? Just sending Secha to check who won that match on the ring next door.
I think Namibia picked up the shot on the last end.
It looked like it.
The body language.
The game?
Oh, what a great effort there by Lazan. So,
That's the one.
yeah, so Keegan will be looking now to try and get a 2 to try and peel the set. If he doesn't get near the head now, he would have won the game.
It's a difficult one. Take the win or risk. But there's no real risk if he plays on the backhand. So we're trying to, let's see what he does. This is a difficult hand to play.
Oh, he's very, very close. He is very close.
Oh, and he's won the set as well. Wonderful.
What a great ball there by Keegan. It looks like he trailed the jack for 4. So that was a very interesting result next door. Mpumalanga managed to get the shot on the last head. So they ended up with 3.5 points to 1.5 points to Namibia. That was a great game there. And this game that we have, there's been some incredible bowls. When we see bowls like this being played, the future of bowl South Africa is really something to look forward to, and very excited to be a part of this group of young people. We would like to, we did unofficially name Kayla as our man of the match. We would like to try and get her into the commentary to have a few words, and possibly the skip as well from Port Natal, Keegan. So if you can just bear with us for a minute, and we'll try and get those two players on. But they are receiving all the congratulations from all the teammates, all the other sides. It's awesome to see both Port Natals giving high fives with each other. And so that's a good win for Port Natal. They were lying 8th in the log position, and they beat Ekurhuleni, who were lying 4th. So it opens up the whole section, and we've seen so many upsets already this tournament. So there's plenty more to come. We will try and get the two players into the commentary box. I know it will be very disappointing for Kayla losing that game, but she can be very proud of herself. Our next game this afternoon will be a very good game, I believe. Northern Cape, which is skipped by newly appointed Protea in Sepia Mathewson, and KwaZulu Natal, who have got a junior master player in their side, that is David Milan. So that game will take place at 2:30 this afternoon. But joining me in the commentary box right now is what we thought was our man of the match, and that is Kayla Stopforth. Kayla played some great bowls, but Ekurhuleni were a few shots down earlier in the game. Welcome, Kayla. Congratulations on a sterling performance. We thought you actually got the side back into the game after being so far down, and you really played some crackers towards the end. How did you feel about the game?
Thank you. I feel pretty good about the outcome. I think we started off really down low, but once we brought ourselves up, I think that's when our game picked up. But I think we played well overall. Yes,
I think you and Milazan played some great shots, conversion shots in the middle part of the game. And it was just unfortunate the last head that both sides played great bowls the last head, and Keegan, by trailing the jack with the last bowl, just put the cherry on top. So it was a great ending and a great game to watch.
Yes, Keegan played very well. That last end was very good, and yeah, well done to his side, and thank you for a good game.
Well done. I'm sure your dad is very proud of you, and your grandfather as well. So I'm sure they're watching from at Benoni. So well done, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you. My dad is a manager. Yeah. So my dad is watching. But thank you for having me.
Very good. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you.
Joining us, we've got the skipper of the Port Natal side. Tell us about that shot that you played on the last day there, Keegan.
I'm really glad that the last bowl that she played actually changed it, because my skip was going to make me pocket that last one so that we peel the set and win the game. But then, I'm glad that I got the white, and we made 5, won the set and won the game. I was quite pleased.
Very good. It was a game of 2 parts. You got off to a flying start, and the Ekurhuleni side looked very deflated at the beginning. But then Kayla and Ilazan played some great bowls, and they turned it about, and you guys just couldn't get off their 10.
Yeah, we started off well, and then in the second set, their whole side, they just played top shots, and it put pressure on us. And then I'm glad right at the end we just held our head and we got the win.
It was a great team effort from your side not to lose your composure. You guys carried on supporting each other, which is nice to see. Your heads didn't drop when they caught you, and in fact took the lead against you. So well done to Port Natal. I'm sure that the whole of Port Natal were watching this game and supporting you, and can be very proud of you.
Yes, thank you.
We did have your brother in the commentary box. They had finished the game a little bit earlier, and you guys were peels with 2 ends to play. And you were 1 up with 2 ends to play. And I asked Jared, who do I think he's going to win? Who's going to win? And you know what his answer was?
What was his answer?
Well, his answer was my brother Keegan, definitely.
That's good.
So it's nice to see you guys supporting each other.
Yes, we always do.
And good luck going forward into the rest of the tournament, Keegan.
Thank you so much.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
thanks, Bobby, for joining us in the commentary again. What a wonderful match we had, the last one. I say we've really been treated to some wonderful bowls over these last 2 days. And tomorrow, I think, is going to be even better. And we have a good match scheduled for this afternoon as well. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. We're quickly going to have lunch and set up for the next game, which will be Northern Cape versus KwaZulu-Natal Country Bowls. So yeah, I'm a bit torn there because my other team I like to support is KZN Country. They're a bit of an underdog normally, and they've been playing well, so that will be an interesting match. Yeah, so we'll be signing off and see you later. The next match is scheduled to start at 2:30. So yeah, I hope everybody joins us again on YouTube. And yeah, thanks for joining us, and remember to like and share and comment. We even look at the comments after you've watched the game later on YouTube. And I think definitely some of these players will be watching the highlights this evening to see how they got that last shot and that brilliant shot they got. Yeah, so thanks everybody, and see you in a short while. Bye-bye.